Before I get started with this video, I just want to say that I'm wearing Audio-Technica M40X with Yaxi ST2 earpads because I know somebody's going to ask. This question is from Aaron. He says, "What's up guys? Pretty badass how people can message you directly. I have a question, but I'm not sure the best way to go about it, so here it goes. I edit a lot of video, and I was wondering if a DAS would work for me in real-time video editing straight from the DAS, or if I should just use it as a backup for my 7 plus drives. Either way, I just want to find a good solution for this, whether it's a NAS, a DAS, including RAID, or whatever options there are." I think the best way for me to answer that is to tell you to look and decide what you want your workflow to be like. For me, I like having a sizable amount of local storage. So for 1080p video, you're looking about like a 1 terabyte NVMe. If you're having some longer projects, maybe 2 terabytes. But if you're doing 4K, then you're looking in the range of 3 to maybe even 6 terabytes, depending on your project length. This scratch storage and the local storage that I'm talking about is going to be fast NVMe storage. This is where your project will read and write media from. When you export it, it will export to that drive, things like that. So it's basically working storage. Anything that's stored on that is either in process or you already have a copy of it on an external device such as a NAS. Importing media from your NAS to that drive may take some time over gigabit Ethernet. You can minimize the transfer time by using a DAS, which is direct attached storage. The downside with a DAS is that you need some sort of RAID management system, whether it's software or hardware, to manage those hard drives. Although a DAS would probably be the fastest way to transfer media from storage onto your local computer, personally I would just use a NAS because modern 10 gig networking is very fast and very affordable. So you can direct connect 10 gig between your NAS and your PC, transfer files very quickly as you need to, whether it's onto the NAS with a completed file or from the NAS for a media or project file. I would prefer doing it that way because I trust NAS operating systems with my data more than I would trust like a Windows DAS setup. Realistically, editing directly off the NAS for most people is not going to be a good experience, so I wouldn't recommend that. Using a tiered setup like what I just described is probably going to be the most cost-effective and performance-conscious setup, so take a look at that and see if it fits into your budget and your setup. Recommending that size of NVMe, whether it's like 1 terabytes, 2 terabytes, and then larger like 3.2 and 6.4 terabytes, doesn't come lightly because those are pretty expensive, but you can get good deals on those from eBay from time to time. So like you can get a 6.4 terabyte for about $600 refurb, and these drives will last you forever. They have very, very high endurance ratings and they are very fast. So take a look at those. Those are enterprise NVMe drives. Probably the most cost-effective way to get the most out of your setup. And to the same extent, having a strong, reliable NAS setup is very important, especially for full-time content creators where your income relies on it. Spend a good amount of money on reliable hardware. It doesn't have to be brand new, but I'm talking about refurb Xeon, ECC RAM, and a robust file system such as FreeNAS with multiple parity drives so that in case of failure, you still have all of your data, and then back up your really, really important stuff to the cloud. And you can do that with G Suite, Unlimited, things like that. In the case of video editing, I would recommend allocating your storage money just a little bit differently. So you would have a large, fast local storage drive with a low processing power, local NAS, and then a unlimited, preferably, cloud storage solution. In the case of a normal setup, I would recommend just a little bit of local storage, a more powerful NAS with your on-site storage, and then whatever size cloud backup you need. So with a video editing setup, storage is going to be where you allocate most of your money. The processing power isn't going to be super necessary. What's more important is the speed of the link between your NAS and your local, and then the processing power is really just going to be on your editing machine. So it seems like this person already has that sorted out as far as their local editing machine. I would recommend a 10 gig link direct to the NAS, very fast local NVMe storage that's quite large and reliable, and then a unlimited cloud backup for those really important files that you can't lose. I hope that answers your question. If you have any other questions, feel free to stop by the forum or the Discord, and I'll do my best to help you out.